I try and tell one person a day that UK column has got something to say and it's truthful.
I enjoy watching UK column, but actually seeing everybody in the flesh is a treat.
UK column's important because some of us were walking around knowing nothing, and somebody said, "Oh, this whole COVID thing, it's a scam." And I said, "Don't say that in front of my family, they'll kill me." And they just sort of said, "Watch UK column," over their shoulder as they left. I watched it for 3 minutes, and it's like, oh my gosh, we've been totally duped. So ever since then, it's been a touchstone and like a baseline to try and deduce what's going on in our country and in the world, and I consider it to be very trustworthy.
I'm here with Steve, my husband. We've just got back from holiday. Gemma Cooper, who's part of UK column now, she got in touch with Steve whilst we were away. Told us about the event, and we said, right, well, we're flying in on the 4th, so we might as well go straight from Gatwick to Cheltenham, and we'll come here and we'll do the conference as well. So,
and what do you think of the first talk this morning, kind of the beginning?
Amazing. Roger, from being from Manchester, Roger's sort of up north as well, so it's really great to listen to him. I had heard of him before, I've heard him speak before, I've seen him online, I've not actually seen him in person, so the messaging and what he's been doing in his campaign is phenomenal, and I really must go and have a chat with him at some point during the day.
I just love everything what UK column do, and I love meeting up with people that we've met on protests and over the last 5 years. But UK column do a brilliant job. Fantastic speakers.
I've been following UK column for a number of years. It's truthful, it's honest, it's well reported, it's well researched and well delivered. And I'm proud to be here amongst such brilliant speakers. And following on from what Raj and Sue's mentioned, the presentation by Brian Gerrish just sets the framework against how this has all happened to us. It's a silent mission.
What's your message to the mainstream media in contrast to independent media like UK column?
Close up and go home. They're so indelibly deluged with the perversions of the deep state that it's irretrievable.
It's been good to put people's personalities, etc., behind the on-screen images, seen in the flesh, so to speak.
What's your message to the mainstream media compared to UK column?
The truth shall set you free.
And why do you think UK column as an organisation and kind of honest journalism, why do you think that plays like a vital role in pushing back against the mainstream media and Agenda 2030?
Well, I think, all these organisations, I know UK column have been around for a good number of years, there's been many others that have sort of popped up more recently, but, that there's so many people now that I think are waking up to the fact that the mainstream media are bought and paid for, and we need places like UK column and other news outlets, alternative news outlets, to get the alternative message out there so that people start to join the dots, if you like.
What have you enjoyed today? What's been a highlight for you?
Just meeting people in person and making a personal connection, because again, like somebody said, especially the first speaker is super interesting. He said the only way you fight back is by not being what they want you to be, and they definitely, deep state or whatever, these systems, they don't want personal connections. They want to break up families, friendships, groups. Anybody who's thinking, what's wrong with asking questions? You can believe something different, go ahead, but I'm not going to believe it. How can that be offensive? So meeting other people in person to do that.
You had the BBC panel sat in front of you right now, what would you say?
I'm glad that I haven't paid a licence or turned my TV on for 5 years. And do your job.
Be honest, do your job, tell the truth, even if it hurts.
This is the second time I've come to a conference of UK column news. It's fabulous, and the information we get here is second to none. We have very accomplished speakers here, all of whom have tremendous credentials. I've learned a lot already, and we're only halfway through.
What would your message to the mainstream media be?
Wake the up and start doing something proper, for God's sake.
The day is only half done, of course. But this is the group for the United Kingdom and further that is refusing to accept the status quo. The dark side is trying to infiltrate every aspect of our life, and we're saying enough's enough. But you can only do that with meaning if you explain what's going on. So I'm glad to be here and I'm enjoying every moment of it.
Where have you travelled from to come to the UK Column Live event?
I have travelled from Galicia in northern Spain, driven through northern Spain, up through France. I think that's about 1,400 miles, and then from New Haven over to Plymouth.
What's been a highlight for you?
The highlight, they're all highlights in their own way. Perhaps the one that was most moving was the first one, because Raja, his work is incredibly intense, dangerous for himself as an individual, and very moving. It moved me to tears.
What do you think about the theme of looking at the deep state?
It's been interesting to see the threads drawn together through the talks. Obviously, it's quite well covered on the overall broadcasts and the research. But no, I've enjoyed the day.
Because I think today we're in a post-truth society, exactly as Orwell wrote it. I think you'd have to pay me to watch the mainstream media. I view that as an exercise in self-harm or self-injury, watching the BBC or any of the other professional liars.